What up, dude?
My guy.
My guy.
How you feeling, Brody?
Feeling pretty good. Fucking glad to be off work. Shit.
Dude. Yeah, man. Had a very uneventful day at the main gig today.
Man, we could switch work any day you want.
Well, I've considered it, man. I just, the thing is, in my line of work, you got to deal with like people, like strictly people.
Yeah.
Like all kinds. And I know I'm sure you come across your customers, and if you got to shit, no, not at all.
Nah.
See, I think I get bored easily. So I think, I talk to maybe like two of my coworkers on a semi-regular basis. And
I only talk to my coworkers at work, really.
Oh yeah, at work. I mean, I only talk to like two of them of the 15 to 17 that I have. I probably would get really tired of your coworkers really quickly if I was in a confined space for 8 to 10 hours a day.
I don't get tired of them, but like shit, man. Like tonight we had extra people because it's the night before Thanksgiving, and we're normally busy. We weren't that busy tonight, but like it's just like dumb ass shit. Like my boss was like, "Yo, did you get this ticket?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" So like I'll have to hurry up and make something because they forgot to give me my ticket. Like I'll tell my boss straight up, like, "What the fuck do we have 3 people here for at the counter?" But they're all on their fucking phones and shit. And then one girl came back tonight and she was like, "Oh yeah, she was on her phone," and I was like, "I see you up there on your fucking phone just as much as she's on her fucking phone." And like I know both my bosses could like hear me back there like bitching about it. I'm like, "Yo, if they're dealing with if they're up there to work the counter and deal with customers, they should not be able to have their phones up there because their job is strictly to deal with customers."
Dead ass.
Like
that
I
makes super
can be
sense.
on my phone and shit because I work in the mornings and get all my shit done in the mornings. I'm there to strictly cook.
Right. Hey man, boy, look at this senior staff member, Big Ren.
I don't let him have it, bro.
Ain't here for no shenanigans. My boy is candid. My boy too candid.
And like, yeah, this one of the waitresses tonight. She was like, "Do you have that lasagna?" And I'm like, "What lasagna?" She's like, "Oh, they didn't have a ticket." Like, how the fuck am I supposed to make it if they don't have a ticket? So all their other shit is out, and I'm like, so it's making me look bad. It's making me look like I'm fucking around. I tell them, said, "You need to go out there and whenever you bring that lasagna out there, you need to tell them that they didn't have a ticket for me, so it wasn't his fault, it was their fault." So,
and I'm sure they didn't do that.
No, but I mean, I tell them every time. Like, I need to just walk out there and like with them, like, go on, tell them.
Tell them.
It's okay. Tell them.
Tell them what you did.
Yeah.
Oh my god, my man Ren is an old, disgruntled, grumpy dude in the back. The hard-nosed vet, been here for 20+ years.
Bro, I heard the guy that worked there before me was way worse. He would get pissed when waitresses would bring him a ticket.
See, he would get pissed when he had to work.
Yeah.
My man
I even asked him too. Like, I even asked my bosses. I was like, "So, like, you guys had to bitch at dude a lot, like," and they're like, "Yeah, because we never do anything right." And I'm like, "How about me?" Like, no, you're okay. You're good. It's like, yeah, y'all don't ever have to say shit to me.
I'm saying, man, how old are your waitresses and people who work the cashier?
Waitresses anywhere from like 18 to like mid-30s.
Oh, so you got a wide range of just irresponsible motherfuckers.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
See, I was thinking they were all like under 23.
No, that's the fucked up part about it.
Motherfuckers who should know better.
Like my boss would be like, "Yeah, I got a couple new girls coming into work. Like, might put one of them in the back. They're a bit older, so they should do all right." I'm thinking, bet. And I was thinking that like last year, like a couple years ago, like, yeah, when they say got some older ones to come in, maybe they'll do a bit better. Fuck no, bro.
So there's the ones who think they know better and definitely don't, and there's the ones who should know better and definitely don't. So you just manning this whole shit dolo.
the back, yeah, like all, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Golly, dude. See, at least in my gig, like, there's a lot of political, like, red tape bullshit. But they're for the most part, you know what? Actually, no, I can't say that. I'll just say for the most part, everybody's pretty competent. Everybody knows their role, but, like, this is like a recurring theme, especially because I've been listening to some of the old episodes recently. Like, I listened to episode 18, Some Damn Near, which is probably my favorite one, because that's the one that really, like, captured everything as far as what the hard camera is, right? That's a quick plug. It's not even necessary for this story, but it was the one where the first one where I mentioned having no new male friends.
Yeah.
And so the main, besides the owner, like the main person in charge is a woman, right? And she took a vacation for like a week and a half. And when I tell you, shit just was not running right. It was like 3 men and a baby. Like, shit was not running right. What do we do? Yeah, what do we do? Like, how do we change the diaper?
We're pretty, like, I mean, like, we're all pretty laid back at work, like, me and my bosses and everything, but, like, whenever shit gets crazy, yeah, we're gonna fucking, when it gets, basically, when it gets stupid, they'll know. I mean, like, one of my bosses, he's always like, you talk to Bofa?
Boy, get the fuck out of here.
I swear, bro.
You said what?
I swear. I'm like, you get the fuck out of here.
Yo. Who fought? Did somebody fall for that? Please tell me somebody fell for that.
Oh, yes. Like, we scared the shit out of each other at work all the time and shit like that. Like, my boss will, like, be creeping out the window when I'm walking up. And he'll go run and hide in the back somewhere. This little Italian dude. And just jump out.
That's wild. So y'all try to keep it light.
Oh, yeah. Like, we're all chilling and shit. Like, we're all cool. Like, we're all friends and shit. You know, like, I don't hang out with anybody outside of work. And neither does, like, most of them, I don't think. But, like, when we're at work, we try to make the best of it, you know? It's like, we're busy as fuck for, like, two hours, and it sucks for those 2 hours we're all yelling at each other.
Right,
but after that, it's never even happened.
But when Debo leave, y'all be quiet again type shit.
Like, I mean, I swear to God, dude, I guarantee I got a couple people to quit there just because they couldn't handle, like, just because they couldn't handle, like, how we act there. And, like, whenever shit gets crazy, like, I'm going to tell you if you're fucking up. And, like...
Right.
You know? And, like, even one of the waitresses told one of the girls that quit, she was like, you ain't going to be able to wear your heart on your sleeve out here. Because, I mean, like, he'll yell at me, I'll yell at him, and 5 minutes later we'll act like it didn't even happen. Because, I mean, it's just work.
Right.
And, like, it's a fast work environment. I mean, you can't just be doing one thing at a time. Like, you got to be doing multiple things at a time when you're working in the kitchen. Got you.
Yeah. So, yeah, I understand separating work from personal. At my gig, because I work in sales, so there's certain things that are hard to not take personal. Like if somebody tries to snag one of your clients, you're going to feel away. You know what I'm saying? I got accused one time of snagging somebody's client. And you know me, man. You know me. I'm chilling. I'm chilling. But do not question my character. So it was a room full of people who got to see what your boy is about.
That's good.
Question the character if you want to. And with an audience too? Oh, yeah. No. I love... Hey, look, man. When the lights are on, let them lights be bright. I'm in there. I'm putting on the show of life. I'm Mr. WrestleMania at this biatch.
And, like, dude, and it's good that other people seen that, you know, because then they know.
Now they know. I swear I'm not rolling.
Yeah, I'm never going. Like, there's been a couple times I told my bosses something that needs to be done or, like, something that happened or whatever, and they'll just be like, oh, no way. And, like, eventually, it's like, hey, next time something fucked up happens, I'm not even going to tell y'all, because y'all won't even fucking believe in me anyways.
I ain't fucking with it. Right. So people they just love to learn the hard way, man. It don't make no sense. Make no sense, man. What's new with you otherwise, man? Anything going on?
No, not really. My dad got back, fucking, like, last weekend.
Yeah.
Was it last Friday? Fucking had to take my mom to the hospital again.
Oh shit, man.
It was like the same thing that was happening. When was that? Like Hell in a Cell when I had to take her. When I had to take her then.
I remember that. Yeah. Damn, man. Everything okay?
Yeah, she's out. Like she's out and everything. She's only there for a couple days. They just could never like find out like what's going on. Like she had a migraine, and then sick, couldn't keep anything down, was throwing up and shit like that. So like I just took her to the hospital in Fairfield, which is like 30-40 minutes away from here at like 9 o'clock.
Damn, dude.
And then they decided they needed to take her to Evansville, which is like an hour and 20 minutes away from there, and that was like midnight. So I just followed the ambulance all the way there.
That's gotta be. Those both have to be agonizing drives.
Yeah, it was. It was. I mean, like, just wasn't trying to think about it. You know, I don't know. That's just the way I do things. Just try not to think about the bad shit or whatever. And like, but yeah, we got over there to the hospital. This fucking nurse, man. These fucking nurses. I swear to God.
Yeah.
Like, we got all settled. They got all settled in and shit. The nurse came in and started asking questions or whatever, and she was like, Mom was like, yeah, you can go ahead and go. And this nurse was like, oh, you're gonna go? Like, you're just gonna leave?
Oh, to you?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And I was like, no, I'll wait for the doctor to come in or whatever. And she's like, no, you can go. Like
the nurse.
Yeah.
Boy, look, hey.
And bro, no, I wasn't fucking going.
Nah,
like,
man.
Let's slide for a little bit and shit, and like, because I had been up since like 6 that day, and it was like 3:30 in the morning. I didn't eat. The last time I ate was noon, and like I said, it was like 3:30 in the morning when I left the hospital.
Oh man.
But she was like, she came back in. She's like, oh man, I'm just worried about if you're gonna be able to make it home. I said, look, you need to worry about what the fuck you're gonna help out with her, and just keep on paying the computer. Don't worry about me. Okay.
Dude. People have a way of, even when they think or they swear, at least portraying like they're trying to be polite, people have a way of fucking blowing it.
Man, she blew it. Mom was trying to tell me I think she liked you. I said, shit.
I think she liked you. Well, she fucked it up. She can't have my number.
Yeah, fuck no.
That's wild.
I wouldn't even give my bro's number.
Not with the proverbial pull.
It's like, don't fucking worry about me. Like, I'm not the one in the hospital bed. Okay.
I feel you. Ain't you on the clock, shorty?
Yeah.
That's
like,
wild.
I was like, whenever she walked out, I was like, she fucking sucks. Like, yeah. I was looking on the board, like, because you know, like some hospitals, you go and the nurses write their name, and they have like a little rating under it or whatever. Shit, I was gonna give her double negative.
You was gonna be that one guy on Yelp.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Big time.
The AC was too cold, face.
Shit, man. Fucking Mom called me the next day. I called her the next day, and she's like, "Yeah, there's a fucking roach in the bathroom." Like,
yo, nah, man. Tell me why I like recently told the story how your mom like saved my life.
Oh shit.
I swear, man, I look at this scar on my hand every day, man. That could have been rough. It could have been rough. So for the listeners, you said, well, I mean, look, you punished him properly.
I did.
I couldn't do it myself. So for the listeners, man, this was 2 years ago. It was No Mercy 2016. I remember that day. It was October 2016. October is such a trash month. It was October 2016. I remember that was the day I got my ears pierced.
Yep.
I got my ears pierced, and I'm talking to Ren like, yo, what you on, man? Fuck it, I'm going to just come down. So I drove 3.5 hours to kick it with Ren, watch No Mercy. That was the double main event, man. It was the AJ Styles, John Cena, Dean Ambrose triple threat. And then it was the Dolph Ziggler Miz career versus title match, right? So I get down there and we get in the front yard, we hugging it out. We hadn't seen each other in a minute. It'd been a minute. So we're in the front yard, we're hugging it out, and Ren's dog comes behind us, and I swear he's hugging me. Like, I swear we're having a big-ass group hug in the front yard. Like, yeah, love and shit. So we go in the front door, and keep in mind, this is 4 minutes into the visit. Like, we're hugging for 2 minutes outside. It's 4 minutes into the visit after 3.5 hours. Ren was like, yeah, man, stick your hand out, let him smell you. I stuck my hand out, man. That motherfucker.
It was whenever you put the beer down.
See, I forgot that part.
Snuck it in.
Gotcha. Yeah, because he had sniffed me, then I put the beer down. He came and got my ass, bro.
I only had him for like 2 weeks too, like before that.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, he was someone else's dog for mad years, so he learned what he learned for mad years. And say what?
It's only 2 years.
I mean, that's 14 dog years.
True. I didn't think about that.
14 dog years. He so yeah, he got my hand, and like, it didn't. Maybe because it happened too fast, it didn't hurt. I just started bleeding.
It was a quick snap.
He got me good. I'm bleeding. And so I'm like, man, law, let me run some cold water under it. Let me get 2, maybe 3 Band-Aids. I took 2 Band-Aids and closed it up. Like, fuck it, man. No mercy about to start. So, your mom just happened to come by. Like, it wasn't a planned thing. She just happened to come by. And this is maybe 20 minutes after the Band-Aids, maybe? It wasn't too long. She comes in, man. I bled through both Band-Aids. She's like, oh my God, this is like, nah, this ain't Band-Aid worthy, shorty. Like, you gotta. She ran to the store, grabbed the peroxide, grabbed Neosporin, the butterfly bandages, right? Man, by the time she was done, my shit was wrapped up. My shit was, had she not shown up, because I still got the scar, it was a deep cut. Had she not shown up, B, I might not even have a hand.
Man.
So, salute.
Yeah, she Dr. Mom hooked it up.
Factoids. Absolutely.
Yeah, I still feel bad about that shit. And then, like, a couple weeks, like, it's like a week later, my dad had just got home, too, from, like, being on the road for, like, 4 to 5 months. He never met Junior. And he, like, flower pot over like the movie back where it's supposed to be, and Junior comes up and nips him in his fucking hand. I'll beat the shit out of him for that one. I'll beat the shit out of him too for that one with you. But he's been good ever since.
Right. He learned. He don't want these hands. He learned, man. I dead ass,
he knew
man.
Too. He knew too as soon as he did it. He fucked up.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, dude. My joint was wrapped up in some form of fashion for like 2.5 weeks. Like, the more it healed, I just put, butterfly bandages. I got to where I could finally do it with one hand by myself, but I had to have help. It was trash. Keep in mind, I got new earrings. I'm not used to these. So, like, I'd accidentally knock them out of my ear. Like, that night, right? That night, I knocked one out of my ear. Dude, I was tight. I was tight because it fell out the first night, and so the hole closed up. So your mom already fixed one hole in my hand. She had to make a hole in my ear. Like, yeah, it was all bad. It was all bad. But
yeah, the next day I was like, bro, you gotta help me find my fucking earring.
Bruh, my priorities are so solid, B. My priorities are mad solid. But Dolph Ziggler and The Miz tore it down, though. Shit.
Yeah, that's probably that and AJ Styles match. That was the best one, best two of the night.
Oh man, what a time.
Was kind of meh.
It's kind of mids.
Yeah,
kind of mids. Fall season. Yo, let me take a piss and we'll start the show. One time, I want to thank y'all for pressing play on episode 23 of the Hard Camera. I am your guy, Juv, Juv. alongside the boy Big Ren, the legendary, and together we are the Killer Bees. Big Ren, let them know how they can reach you on the social medias, dog.
Y'all can find me on Instagram at amoffucker. You can find me on Twitter at King Moff. You can also find me on Snapchat at MoffedUp316.
One time. Hit me on Twitter at Juvie Desayuno, JUVIDESAYUNO. Over on the Instant Grams, it is also Juvie Desayuno, JUVIDESAYUNO. Check out the crack Twitter staff at Mixcloud Juvie. You get the archive of the archive and the archive of the hard cam. You also get their live commentary, the witticisms. They gave me hell for some of my picks for Survivor Series, as they rightfully should. We'll get into Survivor Series as well. But first, Ren, well, you know what? Actually, no. Let's update them on the picks, because we're gonna get right into Takeover. I think this is like the third pay-per-view in a row where we tied.
It'll happen.
It'll happen. Yeah. We had a total of 12 matches spanning 2 network exclusives, and we both went 8 for 12. So to update, Big Ren, you're sitting at 33 correct predictions out of 58 matches for 56.89%. I am sitting at 38 out of 58 for 65.51%. Like I said, man, 3 shows in a row we've tied. Get off my nuts, man.
Man, get off my nuts, bro. Shit.
No doubt, man. So, NXT TakeOver WarGames
Was amazing.
What a show.
It's always amazing. Takeovers are always top-notch quality.
Every time.
Products.
And it's like we knew going into it how exciting it was, but then for it to actually happen and it to be everything we thought it was going to be and then some, I was so happy to stay home on a Saturday night, watch Takeover. I went right to sleep afterwards, man. I had nothing left in me. I went right to bed.
Took it all out of you.
Took everything I had. Put me right out. Ribs.
What butt?
Oh my god.
Oh, Hickory.
Bro, I love doing this shit. Damn, we wipe these tears from my eyes, man. Damn. Let's go start with. So, okay, I know we said it was dope, it was great. Any in-depth thoughts as far as the entire show itself?
I thought Trim was going to take it.
Dude. We both went into it like, yo, Tommaso Ciampa's going to win, but damn it if they didn't make me believe by the end of that match.
Yeah, I was, like, up to the last, like, couple minutes, like, up to the last minute, I think, I was like, damn, he's got it. When he started going off,
bruh.
Holy shit.
There was two things I texted you before the show, right? First one was, because we both predicted Johnny Gargano. And then right before the show, I'm like, Aleister Black is going to kick Gargano's head off right out of the darkness back into the light, right? And then I said, Velveteen Dream is going to lose and I'm going to cry.
Did you?
I'm still crying. Mad days later, I'm still crying, man. Velveteen Dream gets on screen, and we can't sing his praises enough. You can't help but watch everything he does.
He's a fucking superstar.
He's a superstar. He's Prince meets Rick Rude. Like, dare I say, and only certain people are gonna get it, and I'm gonna sound crazy as well. There is, I'll put it this way, the Prince meets Rick Rude factor. There was a certain sex appeal with Prince. Don't just leave me. I was about to say, don't leave me hanging on that ledge.
I think if you know you know,
If you
and I
know,
know.
you know. If you know, you know. There's just that charisma that you can't turn away. Like, what is this dude gonna do next?
How many chicks does this dude have in his house?
Bruh, just kicking it, feeding them grapes and pancakes.
Dude.
Just
Getting his blouse ready.
right. One chick braiding his hair, the other filing his fingernails. Like, dude, like it's and it speaks to the overall show. Because my thoughts on the overall show, there's a certain storytelling, perfect symmetry. It's almost like a poetry as far as the stories that the matches on TakeOver told, especially this past WarGames show. Like, every single match had its clearly defined story.
Big time.
Starting with Baszler and Sane, which was, going into it, I thought they were going to do like a more of a conscientious build, slow build to 2 out of 3 falls. That was a sprint.
They went right in it.
Didn't they?
They fucking came out of the gate 100 miles an hour on that one.
They got right after it. And
I mean, they could have made it a slow build, and it would have been just as great. I mean,
yeah. Either way, and what we got was fun.
Let's get it rocking.
We gonna sprint. It's a 100-yard dash, and the symmetry in that was. I mean, Shayna Baszler's friends got involved, Marina Shafir and Jessamine Duke. And then Kairi Sane's friends got involved, Dakota Kai and Io Shirai. But when it came down to it, right, all the friends were out of the way. When it was one-on-one, Shayna Baszler got it done.
She got it done.
She got it done when it came down to it. All the shenanigans between the first 2 falls.
So how many times have they fought? Like
that... So, out of five total matches, it's damn near a best of 7. It's basically a best of 7 because they had 4 matches that they split 2 and 2, and then this was best of 3 falls, which went all 3 falls. So hell, 5 matches, but you could say 7. So I'll just say 5. 3-2, Shayna Baszler. This feud will continue. It looks like.
Yeah, I was about to say they got to go again.
Absolutely, man. With the 3-on-3, as they still build up the women's division too. Nikki Cross, I don't believe, is going to be around for much, much longer. But you got Bianca Belair, you got Lacey Evans, you got Candice LeRae, Mia Yim. And we talked about the women's division last show. They're in great hands. They're in great hands.
Oh, yes.
So
Hunter is doing a very good job of that.
Salute to him. What a time. As we move on, Johnny Gargano and Aleister Black was everything I needed. Oh, yeah.
It was pretty vicious.
Dude.
Mean.
And like I said, I hit you. I was literally pulling in the crib. And it just hit me. I was like, yo, no, man. We got this one wrong.
He's about to give him a good old-fashioned ass whip and take him back behind the woodshed.
Back behind the woodshed. Like, Johnny Gargano was like the book smart kid who wanted to hang out with the toughs. Hang out with the bad guys. And Aleister was like, nah, shorty, this ain't for you, shorty. This ain't where you trying to be at, B. Get your ass up out of here, shorty. He hit him with the black mass, picked him up with his foot, and said, I absolve you of your sins. Hit him with another black mass. Like, I don't know where we go as far as Gargano, if he still, stays, evil.
I didn't watch tonight. Have you?
I did not.
Okay.
I did not.
I didn't have a chance to do that yet.
So, not sure yet how it went forward. The way the way NXT kind of tells stories is that they won't even. None of those guys will probably be on television anyway, so they probably didn't progress any further as far as those stories. But I'm not sure if Johnny Gargano stays who he is, Johnny Venom, or if he he sees the light, and I don't know.
I don't know, man. I feel like it's too early for him to he's got to
switch
come
back.
No, yeah, he can't switch back right now. There's way too much invested in that from everything that happened with like how we found. I mean, when we found out who attacked Aleister Black,
right?
There was way too much going on for him to just switch back. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I'll go back. I'll go back to my old friends.
True. Like he got his comeuppance via Aleister Black, but maybe he's got some more something left in him to still go wild. I mean, like we said, this bad guy thing. Not that Johnny Gargano the person can't play, but Johnny Gargano the character. This is not same for him, and we know that.
He's built for it.
His time with Tommaso Ciampa, Tommaso Ciampa is the real winner in all of this, in the sense that he brought something out of Gargano, and now Gargano's in too deep.
Gargano's got to try to crawl back out of the black.
Absolutely. Which brings us back to Velveteen Dream and Tommaso Ciampa. I love that Velveteen Dream keeps trolling Hulk Hogan.
Dude, big time. Like, dude, yeah, he's doing everything.
I love it, and he does it so well. Like,
yeah,
the hand on the ear, the stretching his pecs before the lockup. He hulked up.
He hulked the fuck up. Dude, he does raw. Like every time I've seen any of his matches, yeah, he's always hulked up. Dude. And I mean, he was Hollywood Hogan for this one.
He was Hollywood Dream.
Yeah,
Dream's gone Hollywood. That was perfect, man. My favorite part of the match was, again, I go back to the poetry and the symmetry of it all, when the ref dropped the belt and Velveteen Dream hit that DDT accidentally on the belt.
It was, how does that happen?
That was so perfect. So perfect.
It wasn't his fault.
It wasn't his fault. It wasn't his fault. So it wasn't technically a DQ. And the way they did it, he hesitated just enough to see if he would get in trouble for it. But he hesitated just enough to where it didn't kill the move. It gave Ciampa in just enough time to recover a little bit. So it kept the DDT viable and also put both guys over. And then the finish of the match, that little bit of symmetry. Tommaso Ciampa hits his DDT, his draping DDT, on that steel partition, which, again, isn't technically illegal, but is a little questionable, right?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. Like, I don't even know if I would consider that questionable, really, because, like, I kind of consider, like, that little steel piece that separated the rings. I think of that just like the fucking, like, the stairs. I don't know.
Right, exactly. But it was kind of like it wasn't the mat, right? It wasn't the mat. Yeah. Just like the belt wasn't the mat. So it kind of, and it being the DDT as well, like Dream's DDT didn't get it done because he had that moral question. You know?
The hesitation.
Ciampa's DDT got it done because Ciampa is a bastard.
He said, fuck it all.
What a bastard. Which takes us to WarGames.
Man.
What a fun match, right?
Yeah, it was. It was a great fucking match.
Dude, talk me through it, man.
Like, I'm trying to think. Because I know I switched my picks on a couple of them. I picked War Raiders for that one, didn't I?
You did get this one right, yep.
Yeah. Yeah, because at first I had Undisputed, and then, like, I watched the NXT Go Home show, and I was like, man, I got to give it to War Raiders, because how everything went down on NXT, and I was like, dude, they got their asses whipped.
Dude.
But then came back out. I mean, they came back on top of it.
Happen.
When Dunn got out, shit.
Oh, man. That was such a smart move from Bobby Fish. Like, locking the door with the other lock, and then throwing the key.
That greasy motherfucker. Hell yeah.
I mean, it makes me wonder, like, where the fuck the bolt cutters were in the first place. Like, they knew they had to get him out of there. But For the meantime, though, Bobby Fish was a slick little dickhead for that, man. The final. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say like it was just like I don't know if I will say it was better than last year's WarGames just because it was a small there was only 2 teams. And
I definitely like that aspect more.
It was less to focus on, and like there was just as much mayhem as there was in the first one. There was in the second one. Absolutely. So you didn't need teams to bring the war. You know, you had it all right there with the 2
to bring the war. No doubt. The ending visual of Ricochet and Pete Dunne, after all their infighting, finally coming together and to get rid of their mutual enemy and both pinning Adam Cole at the same time. I mean, that's where the whole thing started. Adam Cole was in the middle of their thing and grew into WarGames. So that visual was great too, going back to the poetry and the storytelling. They both got an arm over and pinned him at the same time after they both hit their finishing moves. It was great. Yeah. It also makes War Machine viable contenders for the NXT tag titles. They have a reason now, or rather another reason to challenge after the Undisputed Era. Just well done on all accords, man. All accords.
Yes, it was. Sorry, I was taking a drink.
It's all good.
I'm looking forward to next year's, and because I'm looking forward to next year's, but I'm even more fucking excited that it's in Chicago.
Dude, Survivor Series weekend is in our proverbial backyard. I saw that today and was mad. I think I sent you maybe 17 eye emojis. Pause.
Yeah. I was wondering at first. I was like, "What the fuck did he see?"
Right. And you were like, "Yeah, bro, I totally already knew. Like, what do you get it together?"
Yeah, like what? You just been sleeping for 2 days?
Right. Well, okay. All right. Okay.
We're going.
Say what?
So we're going, basically.
Hey, man. Hey, NXT WarGames 3. Well, supposedly. Hopefully, Survivor Series 2019, and then the Raw and SmackDown. Hopefully, it's a better Raw and SmackDown than this past, but we'll get back to that in a second. Before we fully leave NXT, we caught a few promos. Actually, one on Survivor Series, one on Raw, and one on SmackDown. You got Lars Sullivan is coming soon to the main roster.
Where do you think he's going?
Ooh. I think he's going to go to SmackDown.
Yeah.
SmackDown doesn't really... Well, I mean, they have Samoa Joe. Not that they respect Samoa Joe, as you saw in Survivor Series, but SmackDown doesn't really have, like, a monster. Like, they got a vicious, like, ass kicker in Samoa Joe, but they don't really have a monster. And that's a void...
But
who's
they're
that?
Gone now. The Bludgeon Brothers. But
oh yeah. True enough. But yeah, Lars Sullivan. That's a role that Lars Sullivan can fill quite easily, and he's not just like your typical monster. Like he's a smart guy. Like, he's a smart monster.
I've only seen a little bit of him, but everything that I like, everything that I've seen from him, I really enjoy.
Yeah, no doubt. Part of me thought... Go ahead, sorry.
Oh, no. Pops is going to bed.
Part of me felt like it may have been too early, but I think, though, the difference between Lars Sullivan and literally every other NXT call-up, Lars Sullivan is a huge dude.
And everybody else called up has been fairly small. Size-wise.
Nakamura, Finn Balor, Bobby Roode, they're all as far as... What's that?
Asuka,
Yeah.
Like,
she's different. She's Japanese. She's Japanese. That's where
You're saying they're all small?
No, I'm saying here's what my point is. So the guys we named before, the Finn Balors, the what have yous, they're in that land of giants. They are regular sized people, right? Nakamura and Asuka, their main holdups are that they're Japanese and that their English doesn't translate the same way. Not that it needs to in my eyes, but that's what's holding them back. Lars Sullivan is a big, large English-speaking person, and this is still ran by Vince McMahon, who loves large, muscular English-speaking people.
Oh, yeah, he does.
So I think at the very least, Lars Sullivan can at least come in and make a splash before being jobbed out to like Rey Mysterio, but he'll come and make a big splash. He'll look good in the meantime. I'm not sure when I actually come on the roster, but yeah, he'll look good in the meantime. What do you think? Where do you have him going?
Trying to think, like, I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. So I'm thinking of I'm just thinking of everything that's going on with both shows right now, and how he could be placed or where he would fit in the most.
Right.
Fuck, man, I'm gonna say SmackDown.
Yeah, I hear you.
I mean,
yeah. You know what I just thought of? Because Lars Sullivan is overtly a heel.
Yeah.
Have we? I don't want to say is the era of babyface and heels gone, but we've talked about, especially on SmackDown, the abundance of quote unquote heels they have, right? How AJ Styles didn't really have, or rather, not AJ Styles, but there's not too many babyface. Like Shinsuke Nakamura, he has no one to defend the U.S. title against, right? Because of the traditional heel babyface dichotomy. But if we look at all the heels on SmackDown, there's Randy Orton, Nakamura, Daniel Bryan now, The Bar, Big Show, Almas, Samoa Joe, Miz. There is an abundance.
That's 50-50 right now.
He's well liked.
Well, he's playing it.
He's playing the role. He's well liked because he's good at what he does. He's not a quote unquote babyface, and we'll get to that. We'll predict where that's going. Has the era of babyface and heels, is that passe?
I hope not, but fuck, dude. It seems like, with everything going on right now, it seems like you'll be told one thing one day, and then the next day it'll change, or it could change.
Yeah.
At least.
I hear you.
And that's kind of vague, but
on one hand, go ahead. Sorry.
No. I mean, I was just trying to think of something else to put with it, but yeah, I guess it's kind of vague to say that, but that just seems like the way it is. Kinda. I don't know.
To an extent, yeah, because people in general have babyface and heel tendencies. I mean, of course, it's a spectrum for everybody. Some have more of one than the other, but maybe they're slowly making those reflections of people of who these people are, like the depth of the Daniel Bryan character now, which we'll get to with the Survivor Series recap. He has a certain depth to him to where he's not just a regular heel. He's not just a bad guy, right? I don't know. It's just a brainstorm thought. Of course, we'll see where it goes, but heels seem to be in abundance.
Everybody likes a bad guy, but if there's too many bad guys, it's like...
Right. So, moving on. So, and bear with me. You know how scientifically, right, they say a woman's breast, titties, because we're children. I like the word titties. It's much more descriptive. One titty is bigger than the other, and that's for every woman, right?
Yeah.
Well, I think it might be true for men as well, because my left titty is bigger than my right titty, just slightly.
Oh shit, bro! Hell yeah.
Yeah, just slightly.
I know how it goes.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Self-exploration. And I was at the gym, and I was, working a curl bar, both hands, and I think that my left arm is ever so slightly longer than my right arm. Ever so slightly.
Yeah. No, that's 100%. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got one eye ever so slightly bigger than the other one. I don't remember which one right now. I'm not in the mirror.
That's weird because my left arm's longer than my right arm.
Yeah, right. So, as I was sitting in between sets, and I was thinking of this concept, and I kind of dug deeper into it, right? You know how, like in romantic comedies, or like on TV shows, the guy and girl be on the phone, they be like, I love you more, no, I love you more, I love you more, right?
Yeah.
Somebody's telling the truth, and somebody's right and somebody's wrong.
somebody just wanting to hurry up and get the fuck up off the phone.
Well, where I'm going with it is, if you have two entities, right, and then one quantity that's hard to quantify, like two people, right, two people who are married and in love, it is impossible for them to love each other the exact same amount.
Yeah.
Right?
Definitely.
One person loves the other one more than vice versa. Because that's just...
I thought that's what everything.
Exactly. So if you have... Let's say somebody says your favorite movie, right? And you say you got two favorites. Even if you don't know it, or won't acknowledge it, you don't have two favorites. You like one more than the other, whether you realize that at the moment or not, right?
Probably pieces of one that I like more than the other.
Right. But when it comes down to it, yeah. So Vince McMahon has Raw and he has SmackDown. And all the rhetoric of loving them the same cannot be true.
Vince's big titty is Raw and Vince's little titty is SmackDown.
I swear. Dude. So Raw with the quote unquote clean sweep over SmackDown for the Survivor Series, which wasn't a clean sweep, but it was a clean sweep, but it wasn't. There's a lot to unpack here. So, like, on one hand, and we'll get to the not so clean sweep aspects, but the clean sweep, what they acknowledged, right? We both had Raw winning 4-3, right? Now we take away the Raw teams versus the SmackDown teams because they didn't even count it. And Raw won. Yeah. Raw won 6-0, dog. Are we supposed to take something away from that?
I don't know if we are, but fucking Fox definitely should.
Dude, they put up the Billy for the rights to SmackDown, and this is what they're getting in the meantime. Golly, gee.
Like, what was Vince thinking, like, whenever, like, yeah, we just got all this money, and now we're about to just
fuck it. Goddamn.
Goddamn.
Bruh. Just, throw it in rice, I guess. I don't know. Throw it in rice, man. And so the one kind of win that SmackDown did get on the pre-show, the SmackDown tag teams, they didn't even count it. Is there between it is a question for the tag teams, between that match, the AOP bar match, and then Raw and SmackDown's tag team exhibitions, is there a bigger metaphor for what they think of their tag division?
They don't think it's shit. I don't think.
They didn't even count SmackDown's win, right?
Yeah.
Drake Maverick pissed himself, leading to an AOP.
Yeah, that's like.
And then
I was having piss his pants. We'll give him the win.
Yeah, have him piss his pants. And then on Tuesday, the New Day and the Bar had a Thanksgiving food fight in which The finish came when Big E punched Cesaro with a turkey. And
it's all a game.
Dude, and then the finishing food fight, they knocked the man out with cranberry sauce.
Not the sauce.
Not the sauce. To which Corey Graves said what most of us had been thinking. He says, "And there goes your tag team champions."
Yeah, like they don't, like, dude, they really don't. They really don't give a fuck about them, and that's happening? Really unfortunate.
They've got a chance to. I mean, they've got the roster, man. I know. They've got the roster to be better.
Oh yeah, I mean,
better than what they are.
Time. And I mean, like, and I feel like most of the like we get more multi-person matches on. I feel like we get more multi-person matches on SmackDown than. Well, I mean, we get a lot of multi-person matches on both shows.
Mm-hmm.
But most of the time, I mean, whenever you watch SmackDown or whatever, we got this tag match, we got that tag match, and maybe there's one or two singles matches, yeah. But like, they've got plenty of time to work on it and put it out there. But yeah. I just they don't think that. I feel like they think that we don't care,
dude.
And that's completely false.
Yeah, I'm saying. And then to take it further with the rumors of the women's tag team titles, do we really want that? Not because they're the women's tag titles, but because if they don't care enough to even book the men's tag division,
I think they care even about that, the women's division, unfortunately.
Say it again.
I think they would care even less about that, even putting the show on for the women's tag team division. Because, I mean, like with the SmackDown, we've got a limited time. With Raw, yeah, we've got a little bit more time, but there's more bullshit, I think, on Raw than there is on SmackDown.
A lot more bloated, yeah.
Yeah, it's not as structured. I feel like.
I mean, they'll boast how historic it is or historic it is, but
oh yeah, that's all the fuck they will do about it. That's all they will do. The next night you want to talk about it.
Yeah, dude. So we had Nia Jax, Soul Survivor. We definitely, as we did the show last week, we definitely were like, oh man, they're not gonna reward Nia Jax for that, right?
They definitely fucking did.
They definitely did. I'm aside from whatever we think of her as an actual competitor, I mean, they capitalized well, man. They capitalized very well.
Yeah.
The Staples Center, oh, they gave her the blues. They gave her hell.
I loved it. I loved every part of that.
They gave her hell.
As they should have.
As they should have. That's real. That was heat right there. That was real heat right there. And then to capitalize on that.
I think they knew that's how it was going to be too.
Absolutely.
So like, fuck it, let's go with it. I mean, let's play into it. Hate.
Let's play into it. Yeah. Having her beat Asuka to claim sole survivor of the Raw women's team as well. Yeah, and let's play into that. That's perfect.
They're fucking nuts.
That was good. It was good work, man. I can't be mad. Tradition continues. Whatever I tend to predict for Shinsuke Nakamura, just assume that the opposite is going to happen.
They don't care about that dude.
Whatever I think is going to happen, if I think he's going to win, he's probably going to lose. If I think he's going to lose, he'll probably pull out the victory in 6 seconds.
They don't care about Shinsuke, man. That sucks.
He's too Japanese, man.
Yeah, because they don't care about him because he can't speak. I mean, he can't speak as well.
And he's on SmackDown.
Number 2.
Oh man, They had a cool little there. They had a fun little battle, man. It wasn't wasn't quite what I was expecting as far as a quote unquote dream match, but they had a nice, fun, serviceable battle. Monday Night Rollins picked up the victory via stompage. No Nuts got stomped.
It's a pretty nice stomp.
Exhibition. Yeah. Cool little exhibition.
I liked it.
Yeah.
I mean, like, yeah. I mean, like, I just wish they. I mean, and like with this pay-per-view too, like, I don't know. I feel like this pay-per-view was harder for them to write, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Just because you had Seth freaking Rollins, man.
Seth freaking Rollins.
And it's Shinsuke Nakamura, and maybe we obviously seen him the Tuesday before Survivor Series. Before that, fuck, dude, we hadn't seen him in a while, and he's the fucking nice champion.
Right. They're mid-card champion. And I feel like, too, as far as you made a point about writing the pay-per-view, on one hand, everything that Rollins said about not caring about the match, you can't let that come true. Like, that's kind of foul. You can't let that come true.
Yeah.
And secondly, I feel like it'd have been easier to write if they decided to not be so cute about sweeping SmackDown.
Yeah, they were pretty hard on that.
Pretty adamant, right?
Yeah.
Pretty adamant. Talk me through Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte Flair.
Man. It was all up. They made poor old Ronda cry. They made poor old Ronda cry.
They did. Cried all in the car, man.
Dude.
Talk
she cried
to me.
In the car. She cried in the car. She cried when she got home.
Dude.
Yeah.
So before we get to that part, talk me through the match itself.
It's pretty brutal. Like, Charlotte brought the fucking pain. And whenever she was, I wouldn't even say it was one-sided match. I mean, Ronda got in there a little bit, but I felt like Charlotte was beating the fuck out of her most of the match. And then, like whenever she went fucking ballistic at the end, that dead stare, my God.
Yeah. That match was fun, man.
Yeah.
And it
Big
was,
time.
and whatever, like, little small blips and blotches or botches you could call it, it was made up for by the fact that it was such a rough match that it didn't have to look pretty.
No. Like, I didn't even see any, like, botches or anything.
Right.
I mean,
it was a brawl, man. It was fun. Charlotte brought it to her, man. And it looks good for both of them because you expect, like, Ronda Rousey's, UFC, right? Ronda Rousey is Ronda Rousey. So you'd expect that it might be hard for Flair to keep up with her on that end. Flair kept up, right? But also in the WWE ring, Flair's a more experienced, right? But Ronda Rousey kept up in that regard as well. So they both came out looking great as far as the match itself went.
Oh, yeah, big time.
So,
and then, like, I mean, she did the aftermath, like, seeing Ronda on Monday Night Raw and seeing Charlotte on SmackDown. I was like, damn, yeah, they really beat the fuck out of each other.
They did. The as dope as it was, WWE just put Becky Lynch second to Charlotte Flair again.
Yeah, they gave they gave Charlotte Becky's fucking. They gave her. I don't know. I wouldn't want to say they gave her spot all the way because, I mean, Becky's went crazy, but she ain't ever went like fucking that. Jack Nicholson from The Shining crazy.
Yeah, it was one thing to give her the match because they had to. Becky couldn't compete, but the angle on top of it, like whatever hopes or thoughts we had for Ronda Rousey versus Becky Lynch at WrestleMania, that's dashed. That's gone. That is gone. We might get Nia Jax and Becky Lynch, which could be cool because Becky's going to come with it. But Ronda Rousey has a date set with Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania based off of this one. I think they hold off until WrestleMania, yeah.
What about? Well, yeah. What about Rumble?
Nah, I don't see it, man. I think they can hold off on that. I think they can hold off on that money.
See,
hold off on that money.
I see him going at it at the Rumble. I mean, because obviously we got Nia Jax and Ronda Rousey at TLC. We got that, and yeah, no, I see them going. I see them going at it at the Rumble. Ronda and Charlotte. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like they hold off on that money, man. WrestleMania is a huge stage. That's Ronda Rousey, the name that she has, plus Charlotte Flair being the cornerstone of the women's division. I think they hold off till Mania. I could even see that main eventing Mania.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the thing, too, with Roman Reigns being gone. There's always the murmurs and the rumors of possibly the women main eventing WrestleMania. This is their best shot to do so. Had Becky Lynch not went down, I could easily see them main eventing Survivor Series, right? Instead of Daniel Bryan and Brock Lesnar. So Mania comes around, I assume Roman Reigns won't be back. The Brock Lesnar match, whatever it is, may still have that ability to, but that's Ronda Rousey and that's Charlotte Flair, Ric Flair's daughter, and Ronda Rousey. I could see that main eventing WrestleMania.
The first time women have main evented WrestleMania ever.
I could see
and those two do it. Not trying to take away anything from the other women in the division.
Those would be the two.
Yeah.
Those would be the two to do it. So we'll see what the future holds, dog.
It's got. I mean, shit, dude, you know me, man. You know how I was about the women's division, not hating on them at all. Just things just could have went a bit better, and fuck, dude, I'm on board now, man. I'm all in.
I'm rolling, absolutely. I'm rolling, no doubt. So the main event of the night was Brock Lesnar versus Daniel Bryan. Now, we both had our reservations about that match, considering it was two heels, quote-unquote heels, facing each other. But, man, and I'll admit, Brock Lesnar was throwing Daniel Bryan around. And I was sitting there, I'm like, yo, what a weird match.
It was, like, the first, 5 minutes, I thought it would have been done in, less than 5 minutes, because of how Brock Lesnar rocks and how most of his matches go and everything. But, after, whenever we got to, the 3-minute mark, I was like, damn.
They made
I get to see some shit here.
Dude, they made me a believer. You know what? For all the hell we give Brock Lesnar, when he wants to sell, when he wants to put you over, he will.
He did it in a big way.
He did it in a huge way, bigly. He's done it in 3 specific matches that immediately come to mind as far as selling for specific people, selling for internet darlings, selling for the smaller guy. He sold well for CM Punk at SummerSlam 13. He sold well for AJ Styles last year's Survivor Series. And he did so much more for Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan lost. And this did so much for Daniel Bryan coming up against Brock Lesnar this past Survivor Series. Hell of a fun match, man.
I thought Daniel Bryan, after watching that match, I thought Daniel Bryan would go back to being a face. But we'll get back to that. We'll get back to that here in a bit.
As far as his face and heel dynamic, it was before I even mention that first suplex.
Shit.
I was watching. I was like, oh shit. It's like, oh no, that's all it took was one. Oh no, right? But this is to the brilliance of the new Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan, he's not just a regular heel, right? Daniel Bryan is a sadistic, smart, weasel, dickhead heel.
You can't just be a regular heel.
No, not at all. He's like that, the little dickhead little brother who is super smart, but tortures animals for fun. And then
I was gonna say before you said tortures animals for fun.
Oh, bro, That's exactly what I was thinking of. Exactly what I was thinking of. He just grew up like just a little fucking fuck, but then he like grew up to like train MMA. So like you can't just beat him up when you want to because he could probably give you the blues, but he's still like a fucking dick. That's Daniel Bryan.
I love it.
That is Daniel Bryan.
I love it. We were thinking this shit. That's fucking hilarious.
I gotta cut that name out. I don't know. I gotta cut it out. But yeah.
We didn't say who. I mean, like, we said the name. But
we didn't say no last names.
No, anyway, and I give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm pretty sure he never tortured no animals. Like, actually, I know he didn't.
It's like Daniel Bryan was like pouring gasoline on cats. And then it was like, fuck it, let me go train in the octagon. Just to be the total complete package. He'd be, yeah, that's who Daniel Bryan is. But he played it so smart. That first suplex, to me, is what I realized that first suplex, while it hurt, it definitely hurt. It didn't hurt him. He didn't, well, maybe. It didn't hurt him the way he sold it. He made Brock Lesnar exert all of his energy to pick him back up, dead weight, toss him around a couple more times, exerted all his energy. He kind of rope-a-doped him.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of like a rope-a-dope.
Oh, yeah, big time. I mean, yeah. I mean, like you said, he made him pick up dead weight and toss it around for 3 or 4 minutes, and then I'm still here. Let's go.
I'm still here.
I'm going to make you work for it. He definitely made him work for it.
He did. I never seen a kick in the nuts get such a cheer.
Man. Well, maybe, the only thing I can think of, the only nut kick I can think of was whenever Styles booted Nakamura and his nuts all the way nosebleeds.
Nosebleed nuts is crazy. Crazy. It was the little things though. He almost tapped to the yes lock. And then when he finally did beat Daniel Bryan, he gave him this little look at the top of the entrance ramp that let him know, like, all right, motherfucker, I see you. I see you, little bastard. I see you.
You little fucker.
Oh, man. Yo.
Dude, Survivor Series was tight.
That's what I was going to say. So how'd you feel about Survivor Series? You said it was tight. You know, besides the weird-ass booking of the Raw and SmackDown thing, It was very solid. It was a very solid main roster show, top to bottom.
Yeah, it was. Bottom. I mean, I can't remember too much of last year's, but like it was a very good show. I really enjoyed it. I'm glad I actually made it through the whole show. I was pretty tired. had quite a few beers. I think you actually had to wake me up when we were Skyping, but like, yo. Like yell at me when I was Skyping.
I was gonna let you forget, but yeah, you snored a little bit.
Yeah.
You made it though.
I tried to play like, no, I wasn't sleeping.
You played it off well. Oh my god, man. We didn't even touch on the men's 5-on-5. Is there anything to really add to it? I mean, they got rid of Finn. They got rid of Dolph Ziggler, which they really just got rid of their regular-sized guys, which we kind of talked about a little bit ago.
Got rid of Joe real fucking fast.
They got rid of Samoa Joe. Like, I don't understand.
Joe was like halfway home invader, and like, how the fuck are you just going to throw him out like that? Like,
halfway home invader is hilarious.
Like, he'll open the window and stick his head in, and that's it. And he'll just yell around. And then go.
Hey, y'all niggas home? Hey.
AJ here?
Oh, man, G. And the last man standing for Survivor Series was the best in the world, Shane McMahon. They picked a great camera angle to show whether he really made it coast to coast or not. Like, you couldn't tell because he didn't really make it at Crown Jewel. But they picked a great angle to where you couldn't really tell if he didn't make it. So props to the production team.
Yeah, they really worked on that one, that's for sure.
I'm saying, man. As we leave Survivor Series, we go to Raw. And this is where it all just kind of turns downhill, man. They had a really solid Survivor Series and followed it up with the most unnecessarily watchable Raw. And somewhat SmackDown, but not as bad as Raw.
Raw was straight up ditchweed.
It was kind of tough, man. We got a little bit of progression in the Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose story.
Yeah, like whenever they brought it, whenever Ambrose is talking about the leukemia shit with Reigns, I was like, damn,
I'm so glad you said that.
They're really cutting it. They're really cutting it deep,
dude. Because I believe we mentioned this a couple shows ago, like how much of the leukemia story would be part of the story, like how much they would rely on it as a crutch.
I think it's gonna be a big crutch.
Dude, I'm leaning toward it, man. I mean, I'm not sure how much farther you can go besides saying that Roman Reigns has to answer to the man upstairs.
But that dude could die.
Literally, right? Literally.
And all the other people that have beaten leukemia or even passed away from it and shit, you know, I mean, they're really cutting it hard.
Yeah, I get being a bastard, but come on, man. And the thing is too, it's not even fleshed out to where he just made mention of the fact of who they are off camera, behind the scenes. He didn't go deeper, he just said it.
Yeah.
He just kind of just said it.
He just said it to get shock value.
He was just saying shit to just say shit, and then to say that he has to face a man upstairs, come on, man. Come on, man. I will say this. At least they gave us a slight glimpse into Renee Young's thoughts. Finally.
Yeah, she don't know shit. And Ambrose just comes home, said, I just want a little time, Renee. I just want to play some Red Dead Redemption.
Bitch, you been playing for my save point? Oh, shit. I want my own life, Dean.
What's up? My horse has got all these upgrades. I didn't want all these upgrades for my horse.
Oh, dude. Oh, man. I liked it, though, because she said she didn't agree, but she understood that he had all these... What's that?
He's talking to her.
Yeah, right. Right. He had all these thoughts about what the Shield was to him, and now he feels he's been wronged, and I don't know. It was the first time she said anything about it. She seemed a little exasperated. It's one thing if people were asking her every week, what's up? But she kind of got a little too hyped. I get it. I'm the easy target to ask. Well, yeah, you're the easy target to ask. A, you're his wife. B, you're an analyst. They're supposed to ask you questions.
Analyze this shit.
Analyze, please. Do your job, So, but yeah, they finally addressed it some. Maybe we'll get a little bit more. Hopefully, we'll get a little bit more. We got TLC coming in a few weeks, so she'll have to speak. So I wonder how carefully they'll play it, how carefully they'll write it. If they'll write it with nuance or if they'll just spray.
I mean, as of right now, they're just gonna spray.
Yeah. Anything else really worth mentioning that happened on Raw? I know Braun Strowman's injured. He's gonna be having shoulder surgery. That they're not sure how serious it is. It's believed he'll be back in time for TLC.
A fucking shattered elbow.
Yeah, it was elbow. Okay, yeah, not his shoulder, his elbow. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, elbow.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, that's just, when I think of something shattered, I'm just thinking of something on the floor shattered.
Shattered, right? Somebody dropped a mug of milk.
They're picking bone fragments out of his shit when they slice it open. That's what I'm thinking.
Right. Do you think this played into him not winning the title of Crown Jewel?
What, the elbow?
Yeah. You think they knew about the injury and was like, hey, well, whatever?
I don't know, man. That's a pretty big one. It's a pretty big one to answer on, really.
It's all speculation.
I'm going to say no. Yeah, I'm going to say no.
No.
Yeah, I'm going to say no. I mean, because, really, I don't know, man. Because, it really, he didn't fight he didn't fight Brock Lesnar 100%. I mean, at least start off 100% because Baron Corbin.
Right.
So you still got to think about that.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and say yeah. I'm going to say yeah, it did, and they let Baron Corbin do that shit just to make him not look weak.
Gotcha. I was actually going to agree with you at first because once I said it out loud, but thought about the trajectory of it all, part of me thinks it didn't only because it's not like Brock Lesnar's on TV. So I mean, they could have protected Braun to where he can get the surgery, still be champion. But then again, maybe they just expect certain things of certain people. So you might be right. I can't call it.
You never know how a surgery's going to go until they slice you open, see what's going on inside either.
Exactly.
So.
Right. So yeah, putting the title on him and then him having to be out for a lot longer, that's a bigger risk. So yeah, it may very well. It may very well have played into it as well, as far as him not being crown champion and crown jewel.
Shit.
What's that?
It's crown jewel. We got another long years of that shit, but that's another story.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Otherwise, Raw was super mids.
Yeah, I could have definitely taken a nap during that shit.
Raw was super mids.
They should be selling Raw to fucking Fox and keep SmackDown on USA, man.
I'm saying, man, that USA check is crazy. They're not having it. The ad revenue is crazy. Such a staple on USA. One time for Pacific Blue.
Hey, Nikita Flame or whatever.
Yep, La Femme Nikita. Silk stockings.
Oh, shit.
USA's up all night.
Up all night.
Up all night. They would show like that the low-key filth flicks, but they weren't like mad filthy. They were just like you had to play them at midnight.
You had to make sure your parents weren't going to like come walk in the living room.
I'm saying.
We all been there, motherfucker. If any listeners think you haven't been there, don't lie to yourself and don't lie to us.
Turn the volume down. Had the quick edit button just ready. The recall button. Had the recall button just ready. It
was on the Cartoon Network too. The recall button.
Yep. Oh man, that's crazy. They wouldn't just press channel down or channel up.
They would, because it was on like HGTV or some shit. Like they would know you weren't watching how to rebuild the house or something at 3 in the morning.
Right. Mama, these marble counters.
I want to check up on this so I could tell you guys about these marble counters I watched last night on TV.
Oh my god, these mahogany dressers. God damn, dude. Our reminiscing about old USA shows, shout out to Duckman and Weird Science, were way more entertaining than Monday Night Raw's 3 hours.
Ain't lying, bro.
Duckman.
Man,
Weird Science was my shit
on USA back in the day.
They did, bro. Weird Science was my shit.
Weird Science.
Oh man, Pacific Blue. Every Saturday I watch Pacific Blue. I switched from City Guys on NBC over to Pacific Blue.
I don't think I've ever watched a TV show on NBC.
Bruh, TNBC had the lineup on Saturdays, man. They had City Guys. Well, City Guys was like the only staple. They had Hang Time. Hang Time was on there. then they had like other shows that like didn't last for too much longer. I think there was one like this one family adopted like a bunch of troubled minority youths. I gotta remember what that shit was called. I can't remember it, man.
Sounds pretty interesting.
Yeah, man. Saturday, faithfully, the shit that I remember sometimes, man. Shout out to USA High on USA from the makers of California Dreams.
Man, I was about to say that sounds like just straight in Orange County, California, or something.
Facts. Well, USA High was a group of U.S. Like United States students, but they were like in high school in like France or something, some foreign country, but they were all from the U.S. Yeah, that's really all I remember. I don't really remember doing. A bunch of like 30-somethings playing teenagers.
Oh hell yeah! Hey, what's up, kids?
Right. Dude, I think Stacey Dash was like 30 when she played Dion in Clueless.
Bro, I've never even seen Clueless.
Oh man, check out Clueless, man. Check out Clueless. Probably. It probably is on Netflix. Those mid-90s teen dramas. Wasn't even a drama, just one of those teen classics along the lines of Can't Hardly Wait and She's All That.
See, I never watched those type of movies whenever I was growing up, bro. I watched like Point Break, Kickboxer, Bloodsport.
See, I got a little sister though, so like you said Terminator. Fucking 9 years old. Fucking man, watch Terminator again.
Yeah, bro, watch Jean-Claude. I grew up on Jean-Claude Van Damme movies.
Facts. See, I had a little sister, so everything that I would watch, she was watching other shit too. So like, I've seen Spice World like 76 times.
Hey, never even seen it, bro.
Yeah, man, the Spice Girls had a movie, and I deadass to this day believe that my sister dubbed over my WrestleMania 8 tape with Spice World and random assorted bullshit on MTV. I'm still tight.
Dude, motherfuckers nowadays, kids nowadays, they don't know about dubbing the tape.
They don't know nothing about dubbing the tape, bro. With the 2 VCRs.
You used to have to go on get the TV guide, like the book, and go through the TV guide. You find a movie on there that's coming on like next week. Like, oh, I gotta dub that.
8 days from now, it's gonna be so lit.
And dude, the quality would be awful on that motherfucker, but we still liked it.
I'm telling you, bro, the tracking button would get wore out. Trying to fucking. Oh my god, dude! I remember when the TV Guide channel dropped, like when they had a channel for it. Oh, they changed the game,
bro. Some new age shit,
bro. They changed the game.
And you motherfuckers think we old. We're not that old, okay?
No. They're sitting too like, damn, dog, I do remember that shit. TV Guide channel changed the game.
Remember getting fucking the cable boxes with all the shit on them from the cable?
Dude, yup. Call your local cable provider.
Money.
Yep.
You hook it up.
I swear, bro.
Can't do that shit nowadays. Man. All dish and all satellites and shit like that.
Dude, yeah, man. Cable ain't what it was, man. For better or for worse. For better or for worse. God damn it, dude.
Let's get on SmackDown.
Yeah, man. Raw. That's where I was going. Raw and SmackDown were mad trash, bro. Like, I mean, they weren't like mad trash. SmackDown was a better show, as it tends to be. We started out with Charlotte. She did it for Becky, I guess. She gave Ronda Rousey the blues for Becky. Paige came and fined her $100,000, and the Iconics came out, and
When have
things
we
happen.
ever heard of a wrestler getting fined?
It's rare.
Man.
It's rare. It is a rare one, man. I don't know. But, yeah, man. Charlotte did it for Becky, I guess. I suppose I'm interested to see where this new Charlotte Flair goes. I mean, I know she was feeling a little lost, and they were kind of hinting towards it in the lead up to Survivor Series. She was feeling a little lost after losing to Becky Lynch, and I guess this was just the Lynch pin, but facing Ronda Rousey Survivor Series where she finally snapped.
You think we're gonna? I mean, how do you think this is gonna? Well, I mean, I guess that's a question. This is a question for another show. But I mean, Charlotte's gonna be like, I almost beat the fuck out of. I mean, she did beat the fuck out of Ronda Rousey, and she's gonna throw that right in Becky's face one of these days.
You think that's gonna come back around to their feud?
Yeah, big time.
That's a cool idea. I like that idea. Maybe even on the build-up to, I mean, I know you think it'll happen at the Rumble. I think it'll happen at Mania. But even on the build-up to their eventual match, maybe, yeah.
Maybe a triple threat match at Mania.
I don't see that, though. I don't think they see enough in Becky Lynch. Like, the crowd would love it, but I don't think they see enough in Becky Lynch to put her in that spotlight. I think they're booking this. Say that again?
Still got a lot of time.
They do. But I think they I mean, we know what WrestleMania is. It's for the ESPN highlights. It's for people who wouldn't necessarily watch all the time. So the idea of Ronda Rousey, who is Ronda Rousey, and then Charlotte Flair, who is, the biggest name in women's wrestling, but also she's Ric Flair's daughter. And everybody loves Ric Flair. So I think it's easier for them to market those two facing each other on the biggest stage of them all, and what have you.
I could agree on that.
Yeah. But hell, it's November. We got another 5 months.
You're in line, Migo.
You know, another 5 months, man. Let's see what else happened. Miz and Shane, the Miz and Shane McMahon.
A new tag team. I don't know.
New tag team on the rise, man. Tag division looking a little thin. Miz and Shane McMahon, the co-besties, about to change the game.
I mean, like the way it went down on fucking Tuesday night, I don't know, man. It's gonna take at least a month to get themselves back together from that one. Well, I mean, actually, is back together on that one.
They're working out the kinks.
Yeah,
they're
they
new
better
tag
be.
team. I mean, they were facing Dane and Shane, the Bryant brothers. I mean, these are brothers. They've had chemistry forever.
Oh yeah. We all know that.
Absolutely. The Bryant brothers.
Get the fuck out of here.
You know why I'm so trash? They were in LA, and I'm just now realizing that the Bryant brothers was probably a play on Kobe Bryant.
Didn't even think about that.
I'm so trash.
I don't really watch basketball, so
yeah, it just hit me. Yeah, I'm so trash.
You trash.
Yeah, I'll take it on my docket. Miz is going to eventually, when he finally breaks free on the mic and shows what his motive is going to be, because his motive is, even though he didn't compete at Crown Jewel in the finals of the Best in the World tournament, he's going to expose Shane McMahon as a glory hog.
Oh, he's gotta. I mean, he didn't really expose Daniel Bryan, but I mean, he basically just said on his Twitter, on his Instagram, like, I told you, motherfuckers.
Who he is, right.
Yeah.
But on screen with Shane McMahon, I mean, Shane, he had to jump in for Best in the World. He had to jump off the top rope and elbow Braun Strowman. He had to hit the coast to coast. He has to be the guy, right? He's no better than his father. He's no better than his sister. Say it again.
He's always got to go off the top. He's always got to go off something huge.
Exactly. He always,
It's up to him.
He talked all this shit about it being the land of opportunity, and yet he's in all the opportunities, right? So when he drops that promo, he's going to drop it way better than I just did, but I'm waiting for that promo to drop. Miz and Shane McMahon, the hot new tag team of SmackDown.
Forward to that shit.
Oh yeah, you think they can drive that? You think they can drag that to Mania?
Yeah, I mean, considering that like nothing has changed since WrestleMania, really. I mean, like excluding the past like week and a half, maybe. Yeah, 100%.
Interesting. So we'll see how that goes. I had one major gripe besides, well, I shouldn't say one major gripe because we have dogged most of the entire follow-up to Survivor Series. So besides them not acknowledging that the SmackDown Tag Teams won, salute to Xavier Woods and New Day for wearing that T-shirt 6-1.
Yes.
Salute to them. So SmackDown got swept, right? And it was almost as if Paige and Shane McMahon didn't even care. Like, did SmackDown not give a shit that they got swept?
No, like they gave more of a fuck about Crown Jewel. I think it was Crown Jewel, right? Whatever Shane was like, if you guys lose anybody on the Raw team, consider yourself fired.
Yeah.
Correct, right?
Right.
Yeah, so they gave more of a fuck about that. And then they didn't even say shit about...
Didn't say nothing.
About Survivor Series. Like, they didn't try to rile the team up, you know?
Wasn't no consequences.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just a regular night on SmackDown.
Regular night. And like I get it, like we all take life L's, you know what I mean, and we don't always broadcast them publicly, but they took mad public L's and just didn't respond at all. Like it never happened.
No, I 100% agree on that, and I actually didn't even think about that until you brought it up just now.
Yeah,
and that's I don't get it.
Like you can't pick and choose your continuity. Like they just.
Well, I mean, they were kind of picking and choosing on how they're gonna set the numbers for Survivor Series. So, I mean, I guess it all goes back up to the top.
Yeah.
But yeah,
filth, super filth. So that was the weekend that was from NXT TakeOver WarGames all the way up to this past SmackDown. We got a few weeks, man. We've had me and you have had a really busy few months, man.
Been on it, man.
Super Showdown to Evolution to Crown Jewel Survivor Series. We've been on it all, man. We've been after it. We've been getting it, man.
We've been rocking our show almost every week.
Damn near, man. And we appreciate y'all rocking with us each and every show, man. I think we're gaining more and more traction, man. I'm getting a lot more messages. And you could tell that these are like people who are truly listening because they're spitting back to me things that we've said.
Nice.
As far as stuff that they really rock with, agreed or disagreed with, but stuff that you can tell that they were really paying attention to. I think we're gaining traction, man. Like we say all the time, man, it's a WWE podcast, but that's the surface of it. You peel back some layers, there's a lot going on here. I hate to be so heavy-handed with the art, but it is what it is, man. There's a lot happening over here.
There's, shit. How long did we just go on about fucking USA, the channel, and shit like that?
We could filibuster with the best of them, bro.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and it's like... Yeah, we do it. Yeah, we have fun doing this shit, I think I think that's what matters the most about it. I mean, maybe just for us, but I think that's what matters the most about it is we have a good fucking time doing this show.
Oh yeah,
and in the end, and we do it for you guys too, and that's what's fun about it. And we want to hear more feedback.
It's
you guys.
It's us bringing them into our world as we all journey into their world. So yeah, it's like when you go pick up your homie, but like you had to pick up your other homie first, and so you have conversation with your homie on the way to your homie,
and then there's all tumbles in there.
Yeah, so me and you were just in the car kicking it. You know what I'm saying? We hit every red light, and then we finally pulled up to the homie crib, and then the homie gets in. We all talk WWE together.
Bingo.
Yeah, man. I love it, man. I love this gig.
Love it too, brother.
My dude. Let them know how they can reach you on the social medias, dog.
All right. Excuse me. You guys can find me on what I want to do first. So we'll do Snapchat. You guys can find me on Snapchat at MoffedUp316. And then you can find me on Twitter at King Moff. And you can also find me on Instagram at amoffucka. And next show, I'm gonna figure out. I know how to spell all my shit on there. I'm gonna go ahead and give you a rundown how to spell it out, like Juve does, because I feel like it'd be easier for you guys to find. So yeah, Juve, let them know how they can find you, brother.
No doubt, man. Hit the Twitter at Juvie Desayuno, JUVIDSAYUNO for those who don't know Spanish. Hit the Instagrams at Juvie Desayuno. Same spelling as before. You can rewind. Hit the crack Twitter staff at Mixcloud Juvie over on Twitter. They hit you with everything. The archive of the archive of the hard camera. They hit you with the stats. Hit you with the predictions. Hit you with everything. Check out Facebook.com/Juve where we post all the content and then some plus more things and stuff and things. We've got a few weeks, man, until the TLC show. We're gonna see how this builds up, and then, man, I mean, we're inching closer and closer to the Rumble, to Elimination Chamber, to Mania. We're almost on the road. We're almost on that road, that golden path, the golden road to WrestleMania. We just hit the last of the big five of 2018. And we've been in that corner, man. Been in that corner.
We do it, man. We do it. We do it, man.
we do it, son. By the time this hits y'all, man, I hope y'all enjoyed the first part of your holiday season, man. Ren, you got any huge Thanksgiving plans? By the time we drop this, they've already have had them. So I'll put it this way: what'd you do for Thanksgiving?
Drank about a 20-pack of Budweiser and
facts.
Hell, I mean, just hang out. My dad's back from being on the road, from being down there in Florida, doing all the hurricane flood cleanup shit. He's leaving on Friday.
Oh,
so
man,
I mean,
in
and out, man. Yeah. I mean, not much, man. Just hanging out with the family and shit. Probably call the bros and see what's going on. You know, just hanging out.
Yeah. Time of thanks, a time of love, no doubt, man. From us to y'all, I am the boy Juve. That is Big Ren, the legendary. Together, we are the Killer Bees. We will see y'all next time.
Adios, amigos.
Salute.